Hello and good evening, folks. What is going on? It's your boy Grapple here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to episode 12 of the Building a Ranking series, where today we're starting those Black Ops 1 remasters with Nacht, Untoten. Like it, subscribe, road to 100 subs. Every rule and previous episode is right down below, including the playlist. Let's get into it. What is going on? We are on it. We are starting the Bonanza. It's really funny covering 4 maps we've already covered before. But to be honest with you, this is the reason why this series exists. Because when I went to go make a tier list for, creating this series and ranking these maps when I first started the channel, my goal was to the Resurrection remasters far at the bottom. Because I wasn't a fan of Black Ops 1. I really didn't give a shit about any of that. And today I want to be proved wrong. I really want to be proved wrong. And I've been playing them. I can already tell you that my opinion has definitely changed from what it initially was. But here's what we're doing. The rules are changed. The rules I said are down below, but it's set around 25. We're shooting for around 20. They're not. It's World at War remasters, so it's still going to be, I think, difficult like World at War, but easier. So we're raising it. The World at War goal was 15. We're bringing it up to 20. We're gonna have a good time. Nacht, Untoten. Well, what else is there to be said? Nacht, Untoten's the first map. It is very difficult playing through World at War because you don't have any revives and things. And now you bring it into Black Ops 1, and the biggest thing that I can say and see is that it's just so much smoother. The movement is smoother, the engine itself in Black Ops 1 is smoother and better. Graphically speaking, it's not a huge upgrade. It definitely feels more like a port over rather than a remaster or reimagining. But I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I have been playing all of these Resurrection DLCs behind the scenes, trying to practice and get better with them, so that way, when we sit down for the challenge, it's not like a not like a screaming match or a frustrating endeavor. But I gotta say, I'll go more in depth when it comes to the ending, but dude, I think that I'm just gonna call them remasters. I know they're ports, but it's easier to just refer to them as remasters. I think these remasters are better. We'll see as we get along what the vibe is and how I feel, 3 maps in. But so far, just playing it for fun with friends, I was wrong. These Resurrection DLC maps are surprisingly good and surprisingly smooth. I think the funniest thing they've done with Nacht, Untoten is they haven't made it easier by adding perks. They just fucking give you Mule Kick, which, will be beneficial, because I have to get the Thunder Gun on this map, which feels wrong on Nacht, Untoten. But I just think it's funny. You could put a revive there. I think just adding a revive would make the game much better instead of Mule Kick. I think it would have been funny to add, Flopper instead. Any of those perks that really feel just like Black Ops 1, but wouldn't change the gameplay entirely. You can't put Jug or Double Tap or Speed. But I definitely think adding a revive, adding Mule Kick, or adding Flopper really takes the map to a different kind of level. Where it's the engine itself is going to make life easier for you. But the core gameplay aspects aren't any different. Luckily, my biggest complaint in World at War is just the slow burn the first 3 or 4 rounds are, because they just take forever to spawn. Luckily in Black Ops 1, they haven't entirely fixed it, because it would really take away from the ambiance. But they have made them spawn a bit quicker. Round 1 was crazy fast just now. Round 2, I've got a couple of stragglers, but for the most part it flew by. Man, like this, I'm not waiting for this. Takes too damn long. There you go. We're gonna hang out, we're gonna go up the stairs, we're gonna ascend from darkness as we should, and we're gonna spam the box. And I'm not calling it an extravaganza or bonanza, but for me it's gonna be this cool event right now, because I'm gonna try to sit here and record all 4 Resurrection DLC maps in a row. So that way I can, bulk post some more. Because, I mean, from my point of view, yes, it's so much fun playing through these maps again, but it's a different version that I haven't really dedicated time to in my past, in my life, or really played whatsoever. But from a viewer perspective, it's oh, dude, we're playing Nacht, Untoten again. Alright, bro, you fucking did that already. That's your first video. That's your most viewed video on the channel. Why do I give a shit? So I want to, not rush through it, but I want to get through it. Move on to the next stuff. I'm so excited to play Black Ops 2. I was playing Town a bit yesterday. It's much easier than I remember. But then again, my memory is when I was 12. That is moderately beneficial. I was getting too excited. I know, I was getting too excited, but that's okay. That's okay. This is the first game I played. I didn't even give it a warm-up or nothing. So, round 3 warm-up, that's fine. I can deal with that. House is clean. Pool warm. Just shaved, smooth like a newborn. That's me today. I only just vacuumed the house. That's all I did. This is the adult fun in me. It's crazy to have a robot vacuum that does superb, and I run it once and it's good for the day or for a couple of days. I never step on crumbs or nothing or salt or anything. But then I use the Dyson and I'm nah, man, my carpet's clean. Carpet's not clean. The amount of hair from these animals that the Dyson just like sucks, like it appears out of the fucking ground. Insane. Those are things that excite me in my adult life. Vacuums. I want a new dishwasher when we move. I want like a really nice like LG dishwasher. A nice fridge. These are the things that excite me. Like, fuck a car. I want to build a PC, but fuck a PC. Give me a nice dishwasher. Right, now, I gotta have a good time and be a little, like frantic. Like, jump around a bit and have a good time. But also, have to lock in a little bit. Only because without revives and things, or Jug, it's a...
I'm gonna rip your guts out!
Definitely a much more dangerous game. Alright, who's straggling all the way in the back? I know there's gotta be someone, right? Anybody back there in the fog? No. Yep. Should I get a different gun? I really don't want to buy the carbine. I want to just wait it out and spam the box. Could go through this door, but that ruins it. You know? Maybe we'll try a different approach today. This is how I've always played Nacht. I always leave this door closed. Maybe we'll just... fuck it, you know? Alright, well, I should have not done that. You know, that's one of the things I love about these ports over. I love, like, you talk about Zombies Chronicles and, like, that version of Nacht or Untoten or Shino Numa. I love how aesthetically pleasing those maps are. Or, like, Moon. How just different the color palette and the lighting is. But I think where Black Ops 3 fails, not entirely, because there are certain guns. Part of the beauty of the map is using the game-accurate guns. So I'm sitting here, I get to play on, like, you know, Nacht or Untoten. But it's a newer engine. It's a graphical upgrade. But also, I'm using the same guns that feel the same as they did initially. I can sit here and get the Thompson just like I would when I'm playing World at War, and the vibe is still great. The gun still functions the same, the gun still feels the same, the gun still looks the same. Opening that door changes my entire strategy. Alright, but we need the Thunder Gun, 100%, because we'll call that the Wonder Weapon of the map. Wonder Weapon? The Wonder Weapon of the map. Definitely need the Thompson. That's my favorite. Should have bought that instead of hitting the box, to be honest with you. And I'd like to, ideally, right, because this is how I was running it the other day, and it was still difficult, but it was fun. I didn't need to hit that button. Not a big fan of the Commando. I think the ammo runs out too quickly. But when I do use it, it's also, like, late in the game. The cat was climbing something and just freaked out. She's next to me. She's like, dude, what the fuck was that? She was climbing something and everything fell over. Hold on. Opie, what happened? Did you get scared shitless? The dog's like, hey man, don't worry, I got it. So everybody's freaked out a little bit. Alright, Wonder Weapon of the map. We need the Thunder Gun. Said that already. Need the Thunder Gun. Need the Ray Gun. Need the RPK. And then we need to just survive. Having monkeys already is very helpful. China Lake is not. Dude, and shout out to the old point system too. Like, I'm fine with the new point system. It's not nearly as good. But the old point system means that I could sit here and, like, fuck around and test out packing different guns down the line.
I'm gonna need a clip soon.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Dude, it's just the same three fucking guns. It's the China Lake, it's the fucking crossbow, and it's that shotgun. Is that the is the game telling me the loadout we're gonna have? Nope. All right, RPK. That's better. Ah! See, if it were World at War and they hit me like that, they would have grabbed me and that was it. The round's over, so we're just gonna. They're all gonna be coming from this fucking way. No! That fucking sucks. we were kind of into it. That's fine. All right, so then now, third time's a charm. I definitely just need to not open that door. Let's see. Biggest disappointments of 2025 so far. Bush Apple, dude. I'm gonna say it. Bush Apple is not good. And like I saw it all over Instagram. I saw people excited. I saw how the red color could definitely just catch your eye. Apple beer, it's a limited time thing. You know, I saw all of it. I've got like 6 more tall boys because we bought them for a barbecue we had over the weekend. It's not good. It's upsetting. It's underwhelming. Maybe it's also because I'm just not a bush light guy. You know, and it's funny too because every time I think about it, I'm like, no, dude, that could be pretty good. And I'm sure it's just like the red color, like tricking my brain. Gather up some points.
I'm gonna need a clip soon. This thing's empty.
We'll have better luck getting the Thompson. We'll do the smart thing now because we did the reckless thing last game.
Maggots are dead meat.
And we'll just hang out here. And we're gonna do my favorite thing. I don't know if there's Easter eggs on these remasters, but I think my favorite thing to do is this. Where did it go? As they start to spawn more, this long reload will not be enough. Come on, man, give me some good luck. All right, that's pretty good.
Hey,
actually, it's pretty good luck.
Say hello to my little friend.
We can survive now and just kind of save up points. That should be fine. All right, we're gonna go grab Mule Kick. So that way we are set up.
Time to kill.
And then it's all just saving points for spamming the box. Take out this guy. Fuck yeah! Need to spam the box. Another one. What the fuck? That's great. Really want to milk that. Want to try and exactly this. Want to mow them down a bit and then still. Is that another fucking drop, dude? Let's do this so we can get the double point nuke. And we can try to milk the. Nope, we missed it. That's fine. That's. I got no complaints over that. I guess we'll hang on to this guy and spam a little bit. Can I make the crawler? Yeah. Yeah! There you go! That was our... No, the RPK is our third gun. Alright. Now we need the ray gun and then we're fucking set. Thunder gun should make this easier. Knock on wood.
Rack 'em up.
Oh, I'm sitting here worried like, oh no, if I go down, man, then I'm gonna lose my mule kick gun. There is no down. There's just losing. There we go. Fully set up. With that cool sound effect for the ray gun. Let's go. Round 20 is the goal. Round 20 is the goal. It's gonna be difficult. It's funny though, cause like as we played more, I've gotten better at zombies, I think, or like a lot of the rust is starting to fall off. So I'm not nearly as bad as I was in the beginning. Yes, 100%. Let's rush these fucking rounds. But you know, it's definitely getting easier. But also just depends on the day. Like if I have a chance to play a bunch of games and practice and warm up and things, then it's definitely easier and just better. And I love that because we're already on round 13 and it's Black Ops 1 World at War hybrid shit, they just instantly start spawning again. Like as they're blowing up, they're spawning. See? There's a drop up there. I'm sure it's not a nuke, so it's not nearly as important. But can we risk it and find out what it is? Yeah, we should. What is it? Oh. 1946.
You lose.
You know, I've also always been a huge fan of the zombie storyline. Is there a storyline explanation for why these maps are remastered? Like I've always thought about it, but I've never looked into it. Like the reimaginings make sense, you know. Blood of the Dead, they're like, no, we got to go back because we're getting the blood vials, whatever, and then the chronorium changes. I get that. But is there a reason to like go back to these maps or like the other Chronicles maps, or is it just purely like fan, like non-diegetic shit? I don't know. It's just nerve-wracking without Jug, dude, because you get hit once and that could wind up being it. Nope, thunder gun, thunder gun, thunder gun, thunder gun. Kapoom! Let's build up some barriers and go again. We're running a bit low on thunder gun ammo, so that's a little nerve-wracking, but we're getting there. Dude, and just without speed, man, that RPK takes fucking forever. I don't know what else I would want, though. There's no other really, like, bullet gun that can do the work. Like, ammo hasn't been a huge issue with Mule Kick. So I don't really need... I don't know what I'm trying to say, but we're definitely going to do that. Yes! Oh! That's crazy. See, if this was like Cold War, Black Ops 6, even like Black Ops 4, and I could take a couple more hits, I'd be much more risky with my training. But because I don't trust Huge update from the World at War engine, but I still don't trust like the zombie AI in Black Ops 1 to not like hug me and shit. Good. All right, 18. We got this. We can do it. Really just need another nice run of of a bunch of just drops and shit. Just gonna hang on to this. Maybe having a point gun or like a bullet gun that could reload quicker is a better idea. Mainly for like insta kills and shit. Nope. All thunder guns all the time. Yes. Hey, 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 hey! Bring it around this way a little bit, and then around this way. There we go. Fuck, 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 fuck! Hey, why are you hitting me still? And the thunder gun isn't killing all of them. It knocked over the crawlers. Absolute cinema. We made it. Round 20, we did it. Third try. Third try, round 20. Fuck yeah, dude. Ah, that was a lot. Now we can be a bit more risky and just fuck around. Nope, that's it. Absolute cinema. Definitely failed myself the same way I failed the original Nacht and Untoten by just going in and getting caught on something and going, well. But you know what? Round 21, our goal was 20. I'm fine with it. I'm perfectly fine with it. It's also with Nacht and Untoten, so I could have ranked it after fucking 5 rounds. But now, as per usual, I gotta wait for the game to restart. As per usual, let's rank it. And here we are. Resurrection DLC, map number 1, Nacht and Untoten, hidden in again. Where are we going to rank Nacht and Untoten? I feel like doing the remasters or these reports or ports over, whatever you want to call them, I feel like it's much easier than ranking something else. Because you basically, you kind of already know the map going into it, but you're looking for the differences and the pros and the cons of those differences. Like the things that I hated about regular Nacht and Untoten, were they improved upon? The things I don't like about the Black Ops 1 engine, are they improved upon here, or are they worse? You know, is the ambiance worse than World at War? And as always, we'll do our pros and cons list. Pro, Nacht and Untoten, the engine is much better. It's much smoother, the player movement is better, the knifing animations, the everything is just much, much better. The gun selection, I'll say, is a bit better than World at War. Like, there's definitely things in World at War's box that are much more nostalgic and definitely fit the era more. But I think in Black Ops 1, when it comes to the guns, you have the best of both worlds. You know, you have all the Black Ops 1 guns in the box, but you also have the Thompson and the Kar 98 and the Gruer and the M1911 and the ray gun, you know. But you also have something like the Thunder gun that really carried us through that entire match. Pro, the ambiance is still really there. You know, like I said before, the zombies, the spawn is sped up in the beginning, so it's not as much of a slow burn as World at War. But the ambiance stays because, aesthetically speaking, the map is still gray. The look and layout is the same. The things on the walls, like Ascend from Darkness and the canisters outside, it's all the same. So that carries over, and it's improved upon, because then graphically speaking, you have this upgrade. Cons, zombie movement is still a little clunky, not nearly as bad as World at War. In using the Black Ops 1 kind of color palette and art style, not art style, but more so color palette and just all those grays and the way that the 1911 is super shiny and kind of looks like tinfoil, it doesn't convey the original Nacht and Untoten as much. Like, it doesn't feel the same. You know, in the original Nacht, there's more fog on the inside of the base or where we're being held up. There is the World at War guns, honestly. Like, I'd rather have those entirely. Like, I'd love to have the Thunder gun and then just all the World at War guns and just port them over entirely. Overall, I would say it's definitely a better experience than OG Nacht. That I will say for sure. It's definitely better than OG Nacht. There's something about playing the original Nacht because it's the first zombies map, and, you know, then you're really feeling what the initial idea of zombies was. But it's better because it's smoother. So it's like, I'd say it's 90% there. Like if you added the World at War guns and you made it just it's funny I'm saying this, but if you made it a little more gray and dull, it would feel more true. But I'd say it's 90% there to feeling like the OG Nacht, but is definitely better. The improvements made are better. It brings the map up just a little bit. So now where do we put it on the ranking? It's better than the OG Nacht, so it's definitely above a C tier. I don't think it's any higher than a B tier. I would definitely still play... I would play World at War Verrucht over Resurrection Nacht because the same reasons that Verrucht is better than Nacht, the original. You have more perks. You have the same guns, but it's a larger map, so there's more to do. You have traps. The ambiance, I think, is just a bit better with the screaming and the super sprinters. Definitely still a good map, but I definitely will say Resurrection Nacht is a B tier. Because I would definitely play Call of the Dead and Verrucht over Nacht. But it's definitely better than the original. Marginally. And it's funny, too, watching all the zombies maps as we keep going. There's a lot of B-tier maps. And I feel like by the end of Black Ops 1 or maybe the end of Black Ops 2, I might move things a little bit. Not in terms of, like, what's better than what. But my brain's telling me that Derice is still the best map we've played thus far. And I think it's an S tier. My brain's telling me Ascension is still worse than Shank, but might be an A tier. Might just be the frustration we had in our playthrough. But that's kind of, I don't know. I'm definitely going to say, so Nacht, Resurrection's better. It's definitely a B tier. Definitely better, marginally, than the original. I'm going to say, I'm going to wait. You know, I want to put World at War Derice in S tier, but let's wait until we play the Resurrection version. And then maybe the Resurrection version is the ideal version of Derice. Because it's the same but smoother. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Like I said, all the rules and old episodes and whatever is down in the description below. Links and everything like that. There's a playlist if you want to just watch through the whole thing. I know that every now and then I like to do that just to kind of see where I've come and what's changed and things like that. Make sure to put some critiques down below. Tell your friends. Definitely just trying to continue to grow the channel. We're on the road to 100 subs. We're kind of stuck at 28, but we're having a really good time. And the feedback, regardless of the number of subscribers, is still substantial and appreciative, and there's just a lot of love. So I appreciate you guys a lot, and I will see you on the next episode. We post every Monday and Friday, but during this, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Next up is Resurrections Verrucht.